Welcome back, everybody. Today is a Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Thank you so much for tuning in and making sure that you are here. As always, we are live Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., making sure that we're giving you crypto news like you've never heard before. And we're actually giving education on a daily basis on the crypto space. So, whether you're into crypto, whether you're into trading crypto, whether you are mining crypto, whichever part you're taking part in the in the crypto world, or you just want to be a spectator, this is the best place to be every single day, Monday to Friday, because we are live giving you crypto news, giving you the latest in the crypto space. And the best part is we are also sharing crypto opportunities. So today I am not alone. The Crypto King will be joining us shortly. So before we actually he does join us, don't forget to share the live, and don't forget to also write where you are watching us from, because one day we will actually be visiting the city that you're in, or the country, or the continent. So make sure that you are telling us where you are watching us from, so we know how broad this crypto family is actually is now. So yesterday, I know the Crypto King was alone and he had a guest, and they were teaching us so much about metaverse, which was a very good topic. And we still need to go further into finding out more about those opportunities. No one wants to miss a crypto opportunity. Who wants to actually miss on an opportunity that can make them not just rich but wealthy, guys? So this is the space to be. We all know that we are always giving you opportunities. And not only are we asking you to take hold of those opportunities and make the best of them, but we are also giving out free cryptos. Don't forget that. Subscribe and win just basically means subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Empire Crypto TV. After you have subscribed, you write under that video, the latest video that you subscribed under, that you have subscribed, and then you stand your chance to win cryptos. We are always giving away Shiba Inu coins, and we know Shiba Inu is one of my favorite cryptos. It's been making waves, so make sure you subscribe so that you can win yourself those without you having to pay anything. You can just win some cryptos. So I am going to be getting the Crypto King in, and there he is. Crypto King, how are you this evening?
I'm good in yourself, Crypto Cindy. How have you been? It's been long time. I mean, we last saw you last week.
Oh, yes, but now time flies these days. Yesterday I was here, but spiritually. It's a virtual world, so you can be anywhere these days. It's a virtual world, guys. We don't have to be with either physically, as long as you are there in spirit. Now, the internet has made things very easy for us. So I have definitely been around virtually.
And that's true. I mean, we're talking of metaverse. All these things are virtually, online, virtually. It is something that you believe is there, something that you can see, something that you can hear. So it's
Yes.
shifting from the physical world to a different spectra in the world.
Yes, things have changed. That is why we also need to change our mindset in terms of making money. Now, in the past, we used to teach kids you need to go to school, you need to get a job, you need then to start getting debts and getting whatever you need. So, because the world is now changing and things are becoming virtual, we are now also teaching people to have virtual wallets, which is what we have opportunities in the crypto space. We are teaching people to invest into the crypto space. There are so many opportunities like the ones that you were talking about yesterday. So things are becoming virtual, exactly. Things
It's,
are
it's
just becoming non tangible now.
It's massive. We're going digital all the way. Look at banks. We used to have standard banks branches everywhere, all over the country, all over town.
Yes.
But now there are very few branches that are still open. Whenever you visit a branch, they tell you, okay, this thing can be solved online, or you just have to call our call center. Everything is just going online, virtually,
Yes.
digitally. Everything is taking a different shape.
Exactly. Even the ATMs have now become a self service. So when you need your bank statement, you don't need a teller anymore. So imagine if now you just went and studied to just become a person that helps people by becoming a teller. Now you've actually losing your job if you haven't lost it yet, because now we can get our statements there, we can deposit on the ATM. So things are becoming much, much easier, and we can send money to people via your cell phone.
Absolutely, absolutely true.
So tonight's topic, we are talking about Empire Track. Empire Track, guys. This is Empire Crypto TV, Empire Track. I think we don't need to explain further. We'll just leave it there. So today we'll be talking about Empire Track, and our guest for today is the Crypto King. It is very nice to have you as a guest, and it's very nice to have you as a guest that came to the show very early, Crypto King. You must also teach other guests.
Yeah, it's good to
Okay.
be here. I'll definitely teach other guests to always be early. I've
Yes.
got that thing. Whenever there are some appointments, it's business appointments. I never late. I'm never late. I'm always early. In fact, I once posted that during my times when I used to visit or I used to have interviews, job interviews, I'll get an appointment, go there a day or two before, check the area, check the place, go inside the company, maybe if it's possible, just to look around, and then go back. In that, I would have that feeling of how things happen in that company. And trust
Yes.
me, it used to work for me. So, yeah, it's always about knowing when to arrive the right time.
Yes, yes. Always being on the right time. That's exactly what
Punctuality.
we're all about, actually, also in the crypto space. We are always telling people that this is the right time to join crypto. So I think your punctuality is also rubbing off to me and also to our viewers, because they are joining the crypto space now. They don't want to be late.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
Oh,
amazing.
yes, that is very awesome. So let us speak about today's topic. We are talking about Empire Track. So this is just a crypto recovery expert. And so what it actually does, it actually helps to recover your lost Bitcoin, your Ethereum wallets, or any other crypto digital assets. Guys, I know a whole lot of people that have forgot their passwords. Some actually don't even remember the passwords like me. I've got emails that I don't remember their passwords, and I know that I had registered those onto the crypto space. And I'm sure there's cryptos lying around which I don't have access to anymore. So this is the to be when you need to get hold of those cryptos that you think were actually lost. Now, this is basically a team of computer experts with technical skills that can actually now are cracking any code to recover our lost crypto wallets. So not all is lost for those who are like me, who are always forgetful and changing passwords, guys. So, Crypto King, while we are talking about this crypto recovery, I know the pain of having cryptos and not having access to them anymore, especially now that we're seeing the Bitcoin price being above 1 million. It actually stresses people like me who have lost and think they do not have access to this anymore. So please tell us more about getting access to that cryptos that you think are actually lost and gone for good.
All right, great. Thank you, sir, Crypto Cindy. Empire Track is one of the project on Empire Group. Remember, Empire Group has got so many other projects. Some are involved in the crypto space, in the blockchain space, but some are involved in other industries as well. So it's a big empire that is being grown. Empire Track is one of those projects that help people, that assist people. Remember, cryptocurrencies are digital assets and can easily
Yes.
be lost or misplaced online. So many people have opened wallets with different exchanges and other wallet services, but of course, as you mentioned above, they find it difficult to open them, to track them, to access them. At Empire Track, that's what we do. We help you recover your assets with our experts recover team. So we make sure that all is not lost. We help you to recover your assets. Mm.
So, in terms of people like me that we just forgot, maybe you remember the wallet, which company the wallet was with or which exchange it was with, but you don't remember the passwords and you can't get hold of that email to do a forgot passwords. So, can you assist with that?
Yeah, of course. This is part of the job or duties that we do at Empire Track. So many people forget passwords. Like myself, I've got more than 20 emails that I'm using. All those emails have got different passwords, and
Mm,
it's very much easy to forget those passwords if you are not writing them down or you're not recording
yes.
them anyway, so you can easily forget them. So that's a big problem because as we enter the digital space, the internet world, as we have spoken before, that everything is going digital, everything is going online,
Mm,
everything is becoming, automated online. But now there is that danger that comes with all these changes that are happening in the world. The danger is that people get online, it's a new world to them, it's something new, and they get to forget all their details, and most of our people
yes.
are not really in that level to record these things. We don't like recording things, we don't like
Mm,
writing things down. We are enemies of pen and paper, so we don't really have that ability to say, what, I
yes.
need to put this information safe so that I can have access to it in future. And what happens in future when you have done your investments, you have done your important stuff and recorded, or they are in your email, or they are in a certain website, and you forget all those things, it becomes a
Mm,
problem. So yes, at
yes.
Empire Crypto, at Empire Track, we do the recovery.
Okay. So I know that I tried to recover some cryptos that I had previously and I actually won. I think it was around December or January this year. Yeah, I think it was early January. Yeah. And I actually managed to get assistance from Zappo. So I just want you to tell us more about which exchanges can we actually now expect possible recoveries from their wallets.
All right. Look, crypto entered our zones way back around 2014, 2015. I'm not
Yes.
saying that's when crypto started. Obvious, Bitcoin
Yes.
started way
Before.
in 2008, 2009. But our people, most of our people started to understand, to learn about cryptocurrency market, learn about Bitcoin in
Mm,
2015, 2016, because of different programs like
yes.
Triple M, programs like Kipi,
Yes.
programs like World 247, all those schemes that graced our land way back then. That's when people started to come on board with the cryptocurrency market. That's when people started to understand, to start using Bitcoins. And
Yes.
unfortunately, many of those people were introduced in Bitcoin. They didn't really understand the system of Bitcoin. They didn't really know how to handle this wallet thing, the blockchain systems. So
Yes.
you find out there are some exchanges, the early exchanges that were there way before, which is local Bitcoin. Those were early exchanges.
Yes.
And then in 2015 came Alcon Trader. And of course, there was Zappo. Zappo was the main exchange back then because we had some
Yes.
cards. We even had some
Yes.
cards
We
of
had black cards.
Zappo,
We had
black
black
cards.
cards.
We're
Not just
swiping
any black
everywhere.
cards.
Like cats, we're swiping
Yes.
everywhere. So those are exchanges that were there way back, and being used by our people. And even blockchain.com, although I never liked it, blockchain.com because it was always very difficult. I'd never liked it. I
Mm,
never used it. But there were so many people who were using it and they were experiencing
yes.
some difficulties. They were experiencing some problems using blockchain.com. But of course, you know, what I'm trying to say here is that there were some
Mm,
many exchanges that were there
yes.
way before, and some of those they're still here. Although Zapo has taken a different direction, but it's still
Yes.
there. But
They are
it's no
now a
longer
bank.
popular. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
it's no
they've
longer
now turned
popular
to
like
being a
before.
bank. Yes.
Uh,
Because I remember they sent us emails that by the end of July 2021, they are now not becoming an exchange anymore, but now they've actually became a bank now.
All right, yes, that's
So
correct.
they've
And
taken a
look,
different direction.
there are so many people who were involved in different schemes
Yes.
by those days who were actually buying bitcoins from local Bitcoin to send to these networks. And guess what? When these networks disappeared, when these networks
Mm,
lost their touch or batin ipano lipatlaki or something, when they lost the
yes.
touch, those networks, many people, just forgot about everything. They just disappeared, left the market, left this whole market, and then they got discouraged and they left.
Yes.
So there is a big problem there. That's what we are
Yes.
solving now.
And I also just see something here with regards to those past the exchanges that we used earlier. I know by then we were using Luno, but in those days it was called BitX, if I'm not mistaken. So we were using BitX. So can we probably also have a possibility of getting those funds that we left from BitX, or were they transferred from BitX to Luno?
Look, we do our best to really recover as much as we can. We do our best. We've got our softwares, we've got our intelligence that we use to recover all those funds. So, yeah, look, everything is worth a try. Everything is worth a try to check
Yes.
how far we can go. We have assisted so many people. We've helped so many people in this space. So yeah, look, if ever we've got any exchange that you once used, or even the exchange, the latest ones that we have used, we're not only talking about the old exchanges like local
Yes.
Bitcoin, like Zappo. We're also talking about exchanges like Binance, like
Mm,
Bittrex, exchanges like Polonix. All these exchanges, you might find out people are facing some difficulties in accessing their
yes.
wallets, their assets, which are still
Hmm.
there. So this is what we do. It's a service that we give.
I think so many people actually will be so grateful for this service, and I know I'm one of them. One thing for sure, I am one of them. I've had so many wallets in so many exchanges. Some I've forgotten, some I still remember. So you know what, it's worth a try. So what
Mm.
happens when maybe you've joined a program and maybe you've been scammed, or maybe it's not even scam? Is it possible to recover from those?
With the invention of Bitcoin, there's been so many fraudulent programs and projects that swing people's money. Of course, so many people have fallen victim to these scams, promoting themselves as network marketing companies. What we do at Impact Track, we do our best to track these companies and force them to pay back funds taken from you. So we do our best to make sure that we follow up to a certain degree.
Hmm.
We look, our success rate has been, not so bad, but of course, it's not really guaranteed that we definitely gonna, especially depends how deep it has gone. But we have got
Yes,
some few clients that we've assisted and they've recovered their assets.
that is good. And then the possible recovery on fraudulent programs, which programs have the possibility of actually giving us our funds back?
Very much possible. Look, people sometimes, let me just see if I've got this. What people don't understand is that in the process of transacting your bitcoins to these programs, there are so many processes that happens
Yes.
along that line,
Mm-hmm.
along the way. There are so many stages that happens. You understand?
Yes.
So what we do at Empire Track, we gather all that information, we gather all the details that happened from you buying, transferring the money from your bank to the wallet, opening the wallet, whichever your wallet that you were using by then, and transferring those funds to these fraudulent schemes. So we track that, and along that process, we find out that we discover some hidden gems, some hidden gold. You understand? And
Yes.
also, we find out those fraudulent companies, some are somehow they did not really take everything that belonged to you. There's still something that we can still recover from those projects. So it's a worth a trial to check if ever everything was lost, or there's still something that you can,
Still get back.
still get and say, oh wow, I wasn't really expecting this, but here it is. Empire Trek has really assisted me to get something.
Yes, that is a lot. That is huge, guys. I know I've got money at FutureNet, so I've also seen another opportunity there I must get my money from.
Oh yeah, just get in touch with our service at Empire Trek,
Yes,
and then of course you get
for
assisted.
sure.
Yes.
Yes. Now, what happens when now a family member actually passes away and they had digital assets? We all know that we don't give our spouses, we don't give family members our passwords, we don't tell them where we are stashing our money. So, what happens if now I pass away and people don't know about my wallets and stuff? So, is that something that can be recovered somehow by Empire Track?
CryptoSyn, the digital world is scary. As much as we are embracing it, as much as we are excited to get involved in this digital world, but there's some many dangers that we're meeting, especially
Mm,
with us people when it comes to privacy. Um, Many people have got so much privacy in the sense that, my password, my wife doesn't know all my passwords. She
yes.
doesn't know my phone password. She doesn't know my bank account password.
No,
You
no,
know,
no, no.
those are dangers because should anything happen to one
Yes.
partner, it becomes a bit of a problem because you find out the other partner was investing on
Mm,
other projects, but the other
yes.
one doesn't know. And also there's that like when I'm talking about privacy, is when I say um we do not divulge everything most of the time. We don't talk about what the other people, especially with this world, online world. We do a lot of things. We do a lot of investment. Find out as a man, I've got other investments. We find out as a
Yes.
women also we've got other investment that we say, you know what, let me try here, let me try here, and sometimes it's not worth talking about it, and that's a problem. It becomes dangerous when you are gone. No one will understand what you were doing. No one will know what you
Yes.
were doing. Especially even these days, talking not only talking about crypto, but talking about the shares like stock
Yes.
market. We find out you have got
Investments.
some shares at Old Mutual, and because they are no longer bringing those letters or sending
Letters.
those letters to show how much your investment has gone, they are digital these days. They send
Mm,
information digitally, and
yes.
when they send that information to your email, no one has got access to your email. You are the only
Yes.
person who has got access to your email, and you are gone now. The
Mm.
people who are alive, they don't know that we had a police or we had an
Aish.
investment at Old Mutual. And Old Mutual will continue sending emails without understanding, without knowing that you are gone. It's
Gone.
only after some years, or it will never, because the recovery experts are very few. You will be very lucky to get a call, someone calling you and say, we have got some assets in this investment company. You know, even next of kin, they don't call because sometimes they don't know that you are gone, you are dead. Understand? So they will never
Yes.
understand, they will never know that you are dead. It will take some years, if possible, that they will call you and notify you that there is something for you. So what I'm trying to say here is that it's very critical, especially when we get involved in the digital space, that we record things down. We make sure that we write our passwords down, our private keys down. Should you go, people can have a direction, a map. You know, leave a little book where you write
Yes.
everything there. It's a sort of a map to say, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this
Yes.
is what I'm doing, you know, so that people do not
No.
suffer when you are gone. Your kids, your family, they suffer, they struggle when you are gone. Well, at least you are rich. You know, you become a rich ancestor. You are rich, but no one can access the,
Yes.
no one can access those riches. You are the only
Yes.
person. And you, remember, there's never, all the billions of people that have passed on in this world, not even one has ever came back and say, all right, guys, this is what's happening in the other world. No one.
Yes.
You are gone, you are gone. It's something else, you understand? So people
Imagine.
need to make sure that this information is kept safe. But in any case, what we do at Empire Track, we have realized that there are so many of these cases, people dying. Someone dies, has got 10 bitcoins in their wallets, they've got some assets in their wallets, but no one knows. So what we do track. If ever you know anyone who is who passed on, and the family didn't really understand the crypto world, or they didn't really
Yes.
know that they were involved in the crypto world. So we do track. We go as far as tracking, talking to the family, asking different recovered questions that we have, until we get into a situation where we get something. We have been successful so far. We have done a lot of people. We have assisted a lot of people on that situations.
And I think something else, Empire Crypto family members, let us not forget, we are not saying we are going to die tomorrow, but we must always make sure that we have wills, guys. To get a will, you just go to CNA, you buy it. The last time I bought it was less than 20 rands. And then you write everything there. You can actually write all the accounts you have. You can put your usernames, you can put your passwords. That is very, very important to make sure that the right people actually get and reap the rewards of your work. So make sure that you've got wills, you've got everything written down, and you don't come back from the dead wanting to strangle us because the wrong people have taken your money and your kids end up suffering. So always make sure you have a will. No matter what age you are, as long as you've got expensive shoes or you've got a bed or whatever it is, make sure you write it down. Especially us in the crypto space, make sure we've got that written down so that should actually we need services of Empire Track, they know exactly how to recover, and it makes things easier if we can get the information of which exchange you were using, your username, when you opened it, whatever useful information. It can actually make the process much faster and easier for you, the beneficiaries of your work, to actually get your money and your, it's basically your wealth. I don't want to even call it money, to make sure the right people get hold of your wealth. So, Crypto King, can you please just explain to us how it works? That would just be the recovery process.
All right. You just mentioned about wills, which is an important part also. Yes, people need to write wills. Remember, crypto is still very much new. and so many institutions, even lawyers, do not really understand. But it's upon you to say, you know what, this is
Yes.
crypto. I believe in crypto because your belief or your understanding of crypto is very, very much different from these professionals. Most of these professionals who do not really believe in crypto or understand crypto. So it's upon you to say, all right, I've got cryptos. I believe crypto. Crypto is working for you, for me, and I've
Mm.
been actually living crypto. So this is an asset. The moment you believe, you understand that this is an asset, you must make sure that you secure it. Upon securing it, you also think of the future. You also think of your family. Think of everyone that can get affected should something
Yes.
happen to you, should other unsuspected things come across your life. So you must always make sure that you think of those things. All right. You just asked about the recovery process. What we do, we ask about relevant details of what about the matter in hand. Should
Yes.
you say, you know what, I lost my wallet? We ask you when was it, and the most possible passwords that you remember. Then we start our recovery from there. And then up until we access or we recover your assets, and then we announce to you, or of course all the process, all the step that we take, we get you notified of where we're going, what's happening, and how far are we. And if ever we need more details, we also request them from you. So we are together in recovering. It's only we are the experts, and we've got all the necessary softwares and tools that can assist in that situation.
Okay, so I just want to put this. So here is an email. So should you have anything that you want to find out, or you want to actually recover your passwords, or you want to recover basically your wallet that you forgot about and now you think you still have money there, so this is the email you can send to, and this is the chat number that you can chat to them on. And I also just want to show you the last thing here, which I had on the page, is the nice thing about the digital world nowadays is that on websites you can now just go to contact us now, guys. So you can also just go to the website. I'll also just put it here for you guys to actually see it and to actually just also go through it in your own time and luxury. So there it is. Let me just quickly get it. I am sorry for not putting it on time. There it is. So you can always just go back and see exactly what's going on. Because I also know people that when you're telling them stuff, they say, "Where did you see that?" They also want to go and find out from themselves. So this is the website. So you can also just share it with friends, or you can actually just go manually and see it. So you can always go and check. Maybe there are some other points that, or some other questions that you had, but which we did not cover today. You can also ask there. You can also just see and do your own research, as we always saying to you guys. Always do your own research. So I think, yes, that is about
Yes.
it.
No, absolutely. This is the website. You can go to the website and check some more details. If you need some more information, the website is there. And then do not forget to contact the department, the relevant department, and then you get started. You get moving on the recovery. Look, there are so many hidden treasures out there.
Yes.
We've had all over the world. It's either someone lost the USB that has got some some assets, or someone loses their passwords. Millionaires, losing their passwords, and they will tell you very, very painful stories. They will share very painful stories, like I lost 200 thousand, 2,000 bitcoins on this USB stick, but I can't access it. And, I can't find it. I can't find this USB stick. I can't find the password. I lost all this information. Those are painful stories because whenever you have done so, and looking at the market doing wonders like this, and you like feel the pain, those are things that can actually kill you, because they can bring depression to your life. Stress levels can go high. Yeah, look, it's very painful to know that I've got bitcoins or I've got crypto assets somewhere, but I do not have access to them. I do not have any means to bring them back or to get them back. It's very painful.
You know, when I first thought about recovering my cryptos, I had seen something. I just want to show you guys quickly. Let me just show you quickly. I actually saw this. This was early this year, and it was said that there are so many bitcoins that have not been touched, not been transferred, and the amount in January, not now. Now we are in November, not now in November. In January 2021, the value of those bitcoins was around 40.6 billion US dollars that were just sitting there, and no one was claiming, no one was moving, no one was doing anything to them. This is what actually made me to start looking around trying to recover my bitcoins, because I knew that from this 40.6 billion I also have money there. So guys, don't sleep on those cryptos, and don't also be greedy on information. If you know people who have been involved in the crypto space, but maybe passed away or maybe forgot about their passwords or their emails, this is actually the opportunity that Empire Track is actually giving so that we can recover. You see how much this is. I'm sure now, if we can track to November 2021, the value of this 40.6 billion is, I'm sure, around 80 billion US dollars now, because the value has actually increased so much.
Look, what happens is that there will only ever be 21 million bitcoins in existence.
Yes.
But I'll tell you now, three quarters of those bitcoins, like you just mentioned, that there are some bitcoins that have never been moved on wallets. Those are bitcoins that we're talking about, treasures that are there, people who do not exist anymore, people who just left the market, people who never believed in this
Yes.
market and left as early as possible, but they do not understand, they do not know that they've got these treasures in their past, in their wallets. So this is what we're talking about. There are so many bitcoins that are redundant on different
Yes.
exchanges, without being touched or being moved or something. It's not that people are waiting for the market to grow. It's because people have forgotten about those. Like
Yes.
I just mentioned earlier, that we've got people that we got involved with in the earlier times, like in the earlier schemes, networks, and those people didn't have a good experience. They just, got discouraged by losing their monies on these
Yes.
networks, and then they left. Find out someone left something like half a bitcoin in their wallet, or even two
Hmm.
bitcoins in their wallet, and they just go. Those people, now, if we are to trace and track their wallets, we found something which is huge. So there is something that we need, to assist people with. So Empire Track is here to really make sure that we put back happiness in people's faces.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. And any last words that you'd like to give us?
All right. Yeah. Look, digital world is good. It's very much exciting. We're no longer gonna be involved in physical things, and of course, it's not about excitement. It's not about moving into the future, but we have got no choice. The world, this is where it's moving to. We are here. We didn't choose to be, at this level. on the internet, talking on the internet, but circumstances happen. Circumstances
Yes.
led us to be here today. You know, COVID happened. People started working from home, even though they didn't like working from home. But with COVID, started working from home, and they started adapting, started enjoying that space working from home. But of course, there are some that's just still complaining, saying, you know what, I not really productive working from home. I still want to go back to the office and stuff. But you know, you get influenced by the situation, by the
Yes.
world, where the world is going. So even this digital world, where we are going with the digital world, we are going to the digital world. We just have to be careful. Make sure that things that we mentioned here, write a will. Make sure you have got a will where you write all the information, all the details. All right. I know, especially in our black culture, there's that thing that if ever there are people who know what's happening, how much I'm worth, what I got, you know, they will have a problem when they still see me alive, you know. But those are those are things that you can you know, work around them, whereby you do not really hide forever, because you might hide
Yes.
forever until forever, and then your kids, your family, they are left with nothing. You
With
know, it's
nothing.
let's move with times. You know, even now I can tell you there are people who before, I mean, there are people who used to dig a pit and put some money or something. You find out, you don't tell anyone that I've got
Yes.
this and this somewhere. You know, we hear after some
Aish.
years someone saying, I once, you know, I recovered gold. I dig a deep a pit, I put
Oh,
that gold there, but now I don't know where it was, where it is, and stuff, you know. So those are the things, scenarios that we see, you know. So let's
yeah.
move with times, but let's be very careful. Let's make sure that, especially with the crypto world, there's so much happening. So many people are getting involved, but do not abandon your securities. You know, make sure that your security is very tight, but is very
Mm.
careful and is very alert. Make sure that you record everything down and stuff. But of course, look, we are here at Empire Trek to assist you if ever you know of people who passed you on, people who lost their wallets, people who um lost their, who can't access their assets. We can take them to a certain level in terms of recovery. So do contact us, do let us know, do get in touch with us, and let's see what we can do. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I see here it is said that your lost cryptocurrencies are not lost at all. Empire Track can recover them for you. So, guys, we must not say just because we forgot our passwords and maybe we forgot which exchanges we are with, then it means that crypto is a scam, guys. So there is our solution. I know so many people that need the services. I'm sure you guys also know people, or maybe you yourselves need the services like as much as I do. So let us not forget to actually contact Empire Track to track our wealth, not our monies, guys, our wealth for us. So thank you so much, Crypto King, for giving us an insight of such a great project. Thank you so much. So we are moving on now to our breaking news.
Okay, great
Breaking
stuff.
news, it's also coming home, guys. Today we are all about home. We are coming home. So today we have actually heard something that is happening in South Africa, and it is today we have actually launched our digital rand. So the digital rand has actually been launched. I'm sure the minute we talk about a digital rand, the first thing that comes to people's mind is it's a stable coin. Exactly. It is a stable coin. It's a cryptocurrency which is pegged to the price of the South African rands, which just basically means that one of of this digital rand is equal to 1 rand. It will not be more than that because it is pegged to the South African rand. So it is now available on OverX Exchange, and they just also announced their integration with the Kev and Keep 3R network. It is not from the Reserve Bank because I know most people, when you're thinking about something that is pegged to the rand, we automatically think that it's also from the central bank. So, unfortunately, this one is not linked to the central bank like the one that we know from Nigeria. This one, unfortunately, it's not. It's called ZARP. So, it's ZARP. It is a stable coin, like we've said, and they've also claimed that they are the only stable coin that is currently being bank approved and fully banked. So it's fully backed, it's transparent, and it's also audited as a stable coin for our South African rand. So, guys, we are seeing so many activities happening in the crypto space in South Africa, which actually means that if you are already in the crypto space, you've already taken the greatest step for mankind. And if you have not joined the crypto space, I will not even want to ask you where have you been because clearly you have not been around. I don't know what you are waiting for because we are seeing so many projects that are taking place everywhere, and we've also heard that there are so many projects that are still coming up. There are so many projects that they are still not sure if I should be saying mining or cooking for us, but there is so much going on in the crypto space, not only abroad, but also in South Africa. So, guys, our stable coin is here. Now, we should also take part of making sure what is happening with our stable coin. How can we get hold of it? What does it do for us? What also does it do for our South African rands? Because one thing we know for sure, if there is a stable coin, it means that there is something also happening to our fiat currency. So we must also do some more research on that and see how we can also take part.
All
So
right,
now,
since just a few questions, since you mentioned that it's not from Reserve Bank, who are the
yes.
pioneers behind this project?
Okay. So it has actually been founded by Simon Dingling and Kenny Inks. We know that they've also implemented projects as the ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain, which was also launched today as a phantom. And we know that these people have actually been involved in the crypto space. They've also got some crypto background in the financial world. And now they are in the crypto space and they have founded our first stable coin in South Africa.
But I think also there is XZA from Altcoin Trader. It's also it's a stable coin pledged against the rand. Does it mean I can also come up with that concept? Am I allowed to do so?
Remember, for everything, there are rules and regulations. So you'll need to actually now get in touch with the law. First things first, we must always make sure that we are in touch with the law so that tomorrow you don't find yourself behind bars or
But
losing
on the other
everything.
hand,
So,
I mean, the law doesn't because as we stand now, the rules and the laws of the country do not really recognize us as the crypto people. They're still trying to figure out how to regulate this market, how to bring
yes.
the guidelines and stuff. So it means it's still a free market. It's still a very much decentralized in the sense that I can still also come up with such a concept.
Yes, you can come up with such a concept, but make sure once you say you want to peg it with the South African rands, it means now remember the South African rands is something that doesn't belong to me, doesn't belong to you, it belongs to everyone in South Africa. So once you say you are pegging it to the South African rands, now means that you must now get some approval from somewhere.
Okay. All right.
We don't want you losing all your Bitcoin crypto king just for saying your thing is a stable coin pegged to the rand. The next thing you have to go to court cases and you end up losing your bed.
All right. Okay.
Yes. So now we are going to market analysis. Can we just go to the market analysis and see what is happening? What is happening in our markets today?
Oh yeah, look, the markets are red. We see Bitcoin tanking down, pulling all these other altcoins down. Of course, yeah, it's not really looking good. But those are exciting times. I mean, I've been calling for this retracement, for this dip, especially I called it last week. I said if there can be a dip, so that people can buy. Especially metaverse coins. Look, the metaverse coins. I had some few metaverse coins before that I see on my wallets, on my portfolio, but of course I didn't know they were metaverse, so to say. The name metaverse started popping up now since Zuckerberg
Yes.
started, announced his changing of Facebook name. Uh, on that note, most of these metaverse projects, they went sky high. They went 50,
Mm.
100%, 200%,
Imagine.
300%.
Mm.
They needed to take a correction. They needed to come down so that people can actually get involved. And this is the opportunity now.
Oh, yes, yes. So, whenever we see the streets becoming red in the crypto space, we know that it means it's an opportunity to buy. So, we see the top five is all red.
Yeah, I see. I see. It's all red. It's all red throughout. Only a
Ah,
few of them that just, but it's all red
just
throughout.
red. Oh, the top
Yeah,
10 is all red.
but look, I don't see it as a cause of panic. I don't see it becoming a problem. If you had to look the rate at which these coins are falling, it's not very much scary. It's just changing
Mm,
some few percentages, negative percentages, 5, 10% to 15%, but it's not really um that's scary to cause panic or something. And there's no panic in this space. I mean, the market just few weeks, few months back, it was at 30,000 US dollars. Now we're talking of
yes.
60,000 US dollars. So there's no panic
Imagine.
that much. Of course, as people, we always want to see positive things. We always want to
Yes.
see things greens. We love greens. We love greens
Yes.
on the market, but we don't like eating vegetables, green fruits and stuff, green food.
Yes.
We only want greens on the market.
In
But
the
of course, look,
market.
there's we're still very much alive. This market is still very much going up. Normally, the market goes down a little bit, retrace a little bit before it goes positive, goes sky high. So this is just a small retracement, just to pump some energy, get some energy before it start the upside.
Oh, yes. And I am just hoping that this rate can actually last until month end. Just until last month end, and then I know that I can actually buy more cryptos, guys. You see, when everyone is rushing for December, people are rushing to get things for December and parties and stuff. I want to get myself more cryptos. So the red, I am crossing fingers. Please last until month end.
Earlier, I wanted to post something on Facebook. I wanted to post a topic of where to get money to buy cryptos. I think we shall have to make it a topic, maybe one of the
Yes.
days, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure what our production team have got in store for us tomorrow, but one of these days we need to talk about how and where to get money to buy
Money.
cryptos. Where to buy? How can you buy
Yes.
cryptos? And where do you get the money to buy cryptos? Because there are so many people out there who says, you know what, I want to get involved. I want to really buy, but I do not have some
Yes.
funds to get involved. Or I'm all in this market. I'm all in these coins. I do not have any extra funds to partake again. But there is always a way. So we're gonna
Yes.
have to talk about this topic.
For sure, for sure. So people mustn't be crossing fingers like me,
Oh yeah.
hoping for month end. So
Yeah.
this is the reason why exactly I say that at Empire Crypto TV, we are not only telling you about what's happening in the crypto space, but we're also telling you about opportunities. So this is an opportunity that we don't want to miss also.
All
Okay,
right.
so anything else before we close off, Crypto King?
Nothing else on my side. People, what they can just do, they can, with the topic at hand, which is the Empire Track, they can go to the website. You can showcase the website there, www.empiretrack.net, and get all the information. And of course, send the email if you've got some queries or you want to open a file with us so that we can start recovering, start investigating. You can do so on info@empiretrack.net, or alternatively, for a fast communication, you can always send a WhatsApp to this business number, and then the
Yes.
agents will be in touch with you. The investigators will be in touch with you to assist you in this recovery journey.
Thank you so much, Crypto King. And I also just like to thank everybody that has actually taken their time yet again on a Tuesday evening to be with us. Don't forget, we are live every Monday to Friday, 7 to 8 p.m., making sure that we are giving you crypto education and opportunities. So, thank you so much. So, we'll just close off with our crypto prayer, which is crypto was here yesterday, crypto is here today, and crypto will definitely be here in future. So thank you so much. See you again tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you.